Hey guys, what's going on? So in this video today, I'm going to be going over subwoofer wiring and ohm load, how to test your ohm load, as well as how to wire it in series and parallel. So first off, you're going to need either one subwoofer, two subwoofers, 3, 4, whatever it may be. Now, your wiring will change according to how many subwoofers and what ohm impedance, final impedance you want on your system. So here we have two Audio Legion 12s. These are the S2.5s and these are dual 4. So let me show you all how to read that real quick. So right here I just have my Klein CL210. It has a ohm feature right there. You can use a regular multimeter. Let me grab one real quick. So like this is a commercial electric ohm meter, well, multimeter, but it does ohm load volts, the ohm over here. Then you could just have, so this is more of a clamp meter style, but it does have the functionality to do ohms. Some of them don't. So this one being a 400 amp AC digital clamp meter, it does have the ohm, continuity, it's got a temperature setting, bunch of different settings, and it's relatively cheap. I'll leave a link in the description below. So once you have your ohm meter, whether it's a multimeter, whatever it may be, you'll have two leads. You're going to have a positive and a negative. And on your subwoofer, this is a dual 4 ohm subwoofer. You're going to have positive, negative, and on the opposite side, you're going to have positive, negative. There's 2 voice coils in each of these subwoofers. That's why you have 2 leads. Back in the day, it's not as common now, but back in the 90s and 2000s, there were a few companies that had 4 voice coil, 4 leads off for 4 voice coils. So it's one coil with 2 sets of windings is what it is. So this is 2 sets of windings on 1 coil, and they're connected. Sorry about that, guys. So let's go ahead and just measure this to find out what the actual ohm load of each one is. And the resistance is going to change according to a few factors. So first off, the wiring they used, the terminals they used, how clean it is, how the winding purity of the metal, lots of different things. So right now we're reading 3.7, 3.8 ohms. So that's pretty average for a 4 ohm speaker. And we'll come over to this side and check this one as well. And I need new leads. Oh yeah. Leads on this one are going bad. Come on. It always seems like when you want to make a video, something's going to give you issues. And there's no exception here. All right, 3.7, 3.6. So my battery might be a little bit weak, but it's reading now. 3.8. And it's going to fluctuate with voltage on the meter. So mine might have a bad battery. And let's settle down. This one's reading kind of high. Oh, there it is. 3.7, 3.8. Sorry, my AC just kicked on in the house. That's kind of loud, I'm sure. .9. All right, we're good. So, dual 4 ohm, 212s. How do we want to wire this? Well, there's several different ways that we can wire it, and it's all going to depend on how you want your final ohm load. So, do you have a 1 ohm stable amp? Several factors are going to apply to this. So, I have a 1 ohm stable amp, and I'm okay with going down to 1 ohm because my voltage is good. So let's go ahead and wire it accordingly. So there's several different websites you can go on to find out the impedance that you need to. One's the 12volt.com, Crunchfield, a few others. So if you have any doubts in your mind about what to do, you can go on there and it'll tell you how to wire it. So we can wire it series parallel for 4 ohm, or we can wire it parallel for 1 ohm. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go parallel. So let me get some speaker wire cut and ready to go, and we'll be back. Alright, so now I have a little bit of speaker wire cut. I'll have to cut some more in a minute, but let's go ahead and turn this off. So we're going to wire parallel to parallel, which means we're going to go positive, positive, negative, negative. So we're going to come to this speaker right here. We're going to jump the positive over to this positive, but we're going to hold off and put it right there. Now, you would ideally want to use all the same gauge wire when doing this. I do have a bigger gauge wire for the end just because I'm going to be connecting the meter up to it and don't want it falling off. We're going to take this one and we're going to come to the negative, bring it over to this negative. We're going to take a separate piece of wire, and I'm going to use the white stripe as my negative. So negative is on the back side, positive is on the front, negative on this side, positive on the so negative to negative. Positive to positive. And come over here. I'm going to do a short run here. So just cut off a tiny bit. Splice the wire. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing. Go ahead and move y'all real quick. Sorry for the jar. We're going to go ahead and take and strip these wires. These are awesome to have in car audio. Makes your life so much easier. Not great for instrumentation or being an electrician, but when it comes to car audio, they are amazing. And around the house projects are really good for too. Those are just some cheap ones from Walmart. I have a review coming on those as well. And we're going to do this again. So I'm going to come over here. Positive, negative, negative to positive. So we got negative. And we have positive. Now we're going to come to the end. Go ahead and make sure I'm in focus. I'll go ahead and turn this one so you all can see what I'm doing a little better. So on this one, strip it. Thicker wire. Red's going to be positive on this one. Solid color is going to be negative. Just because red is color of my lead on my meter. Like I said, if you're doing this on your system, make sure it's the same wire. Now we're going to hook up our lead. positive and negative, and turn her on. And we should be at 1 ohm. And we have 0.8, 0.9. So we're at right at 1 ohm. My amp's 1 ohm stable, so we're good to go. And if we didn't want 1 ohm, we could go to 4 ohm. If you have dual 2 ohm, so you have, these are dual 4s, so 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm. If you have dual 2s, you're gonna have 2, 2, 2, 2. And with those, you can go to 2 ohm or 0.5 ohm, or you can go up even more. So it just depends on what you want to do. And I'll link a couple places that show wiring diagrams for y'all. But that is how you check the ohm load on your subwoofer and how to wire for 1 ohm. Now you just plug that straight into your amp and you're beating at 1 ohm, so whatever, so 2500 at 1 ohm stable is going to give me 2500 RMS, or whatever the burst sheet or the dyno sheet is going to tell me it's giving out at 1 ohm. Now that does not include dynamic or burst. That's just the straight up RMS reading from the dyno. So hopefully this video helped y'all out, guys, if you haven't wired a speaker before. Very basic, super easy. And I just figured, you know what? I've had a video like this on my channel before. Actually, it was on OSX Dad, which is one of my other channels that I took down. And it did really well. A lot of people liked that video. And I know some of my subscribers are car audio guys. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped y'all out. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.